How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to Jaeger's Aviation. As you may have read in the description of my recent upload, which is the Welcome to Mexico City video that I made, and I recently uploaded it last night, I mentioned that, yes, because of the whole situation with the coronavirus, I won't be uploading any content outside, like plane spotting or at the airport or traveling at all. But that doesn't mean I won't be uploading videos. I will start doing a lot of stuff in my, as you can see here, my entire collection of aircrafts from Gemini jets, Phoenix models, JC wings, and yeah, I decided why not at this time just turn to my hobby from the comfort and safety of my home, as should everyone else. And over here, it's a very special collection to me, a total of about 22 aircrafts. Hopefully it'll start to grow even more over the years. I mean, that's what we collectors do. We don't stop. We just keep on going. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start. Over here is the possibly the biggest of the bunch of the 1400s, the Boeing 747-8 Intercontinental in the sunrise housing colors. It is a very beautiful model, but for those of you who own JC Wings 1400 747s, please be careful with the wings, because this one, it did have a weak wing and kind of broke, and I put the super glue on there, but it still looks good. I really like it, and it has the on the other side, if I can kind of show that to you there. There you go. Has the tails of the four operators of the 747-8, those being Air China, Lufthansa, Korean Air, and I'm not sure who the other one was, but it's Lufthansa, Air China, Korean Air, and, well, somebody else, but please tell me in the comments, because I'm not sure. I haven't seen many commercial 747-8s out there. But overall, it's a very beautiful model. I highly recommend JC Wings. In fact, they are a big competitor towards Gemini jets. I really do like their models. And go ahead and put that back there. And over here is a quite sentimental but beautiful plane, the recently retired Big Blue KLM Boeing 747-400. This is the Combi version. It's the one that transported passengers and cargo. As you can see, it has the rear cargo door back there. In fact, if you notice the registration, PHBFW, recently, actually last month, the world famous aviation blogger Sam Chewy flew on this aircraft from Amsterdam to Mexico City. And I was quite wowed to find that out when I noticed it was on his YouTube, and I noticed, hey, I own the model that he flew on. But it's a very pretty aircraft. I actually purchased this back in June, kind of late, because little did we know that the 747 would be gone so long. But it's a very beautiful plane. For those of you who collect historical 747s, this could really be a good one to go in your collection. And right here is my latest model, the Philippine Airlines Boeing 777-300ER in the 75th anniversary livery. This is a very pretty model as well. I got this back in January, and this one I got it because, well, it's 777 and it came with a tug at the same time. I actually tried to choose between this and an A350 that was at the airplane shop, and I decided, hey, if this one comes with a tug, then I'm definitely getting it. If it comes with an accessory, definitely get it. It's really worth it. And over here is a quite old but very nice Qatar Boeing 777-200LR from Phoenix models. This is actually a limited edition Phoenix 777, and truth be told, this one was kind of neglected. I had it in a box for 5 years, but then I was able to fix the landing gear, which was driving me pretty nuts. Trust me, for those of you who are Phoenix owners, please be careful with your landing gears, because they barely cooperate, but I was able to get a hold of the situation and fix it for myself. But when you get the hold of it, Phoenix models are very pretty, and I highly recommend them. And actually over here is my American Airlines series of aircraft. I want to kind of make this as an American hub. So like, I've only started with 3 models so far, but hopefully this section will grow with American aircraft. So over here is the American 777-300ER. It's one of the first 300ERs that Gemini Jets made. I remember I got this some 3 years ago, and it's still in good condition, even though the landing gear did crack off a few times, but I was able to fix that. But overall, it's a very pretty model. I really like it. Gemini just they are improving on their 777s, which is good. And over here is quite odd, probably the oddest model out of the whole collection. The American Airlines British Aerospace Avro 146, known as Jumbolino by Swiss International. It's a very strange plane out of the bunch, but I remember I got this because I never knew that American had them in the first place. I mean, when I saw that PSA had them too, Piedmont had them, and they operated them out of California, and I was thinking, hey, why not I get them? It's a rare aircraft, so I was able to get this at the airplane shop some 4 years ago, and it's in really mint condition. I really like it. And over here is probably it's actually, this one, it's either the 777 or this one of my favorite models out of the whole bunch. The American 737-800 in the retro chrome jet livery. This one's a very special model to me. Actually, this is one of the latest ones. I got this with the Philippine Airlines back in January. This one's very special to me because, after all, this was actually my very first airplane flight. It was on a chrome American 737, but it had the AA.com winglets. But unfortunately, this one doesn't have it. But really, this takes me back. I'd often fly this down to Mount Iowa, as I still do, but on the new livery aircrafts. Hopefully one day I'll get to fly the 737 in a special livery, in whichever, the TWA, this one, the Reno Air, or the Air Cal. But no matter what, this is still a very special model to me. I really like it. Over here is actually my very first 737 out of my whole collection. This is the first 737 I purchased from Gemini Jets, the Sun Country 737-800. It's one of the older models. I mean, as you can see, the gear's a little broke. But when I looked into the reviews of this model, it was quite the norm that the nose gear would come off. But overall, it is a good model. Even though the paint details to the winglets could be better, if I'm honest. But I like it. And over here is my only 737-900 with the split scimitar winglets. It's the Alaska and the Boeing 100-year strong livery. I was actually trying to choose between this or the honoring those who serve, and when I got this one, I decided, hey, it reflects Alaska's support for Boeing, and it looks very pretty. I really like it in the silver, and it's a very beautiful beautiful plane. I really like it. And over here, what most may consider not really the best of the bunch, the Southwest 737 MAX 8. I actually got this one with the Alaska from the airplane shop. And truth to be told, not many people really like to see these aircrafts nowadays. The Max, I was talking about the Max. People don't really like to see them nowadays because of, the 2 accidents that occurred, and the Max are currently grounded. But until then, we'll see what happens if Boeing fixes the software and what goes on. And even in fact, if this aircraft will ever fly again, so... But overall, I still like it. It's a very pretty model. And now back here, another very special model to me, the Centurion Cargo MD11. This was actually my very first Gemini Jets, truth to be told. This is actually one of the older ones from like back in 2014, I think. I remember seeing this. This is the first MD11 of Centurion Cargo that I saw in Miami. It was specifically this one, in fact. November 985 Alfa Romeo. I remember seeing it take off on runway 9. I was really little. I remember I was about 10 years old and I saw this, and all I remember is the noise of this thing. I mean, trust me, if you go see like a DC-10 or an MD-11 take off from any plane spotting location, you'll definitely recognize it because of how loud it is. But overall, it is a good model. It's old, yet it's in perfect condition. And over here is a classic, the Lacteal IT7700. This one is actually one of the older Gemini Jets models from 2002. This is I got this as a discount from the airplane shop. I was actually not expecting to see one of these because nowadays you can't find these much on eBay. But overall, it's a very pretty model. I really like the paint detail. And if Gemini Jets releases a LATAM, I'm definitely going to get that. And over here is another one of my latest models, the UPS 767-300ER freighter. This one, it's very pretty. I mean, it's in the newer livery because it only says Worldwide Services. If you look at the older ones, you would see that the UPS logo would be like plated in like a beige-ish color. This one's like more brown plus yellow. But it's a very pretty model. I really like it. I really like it for the winglets and the wing flex. Many people will say that the molds of Gemini jets are not too good because of the flex of the wings, but I personally like it. And over here is a very beautiful Qantas Boeing 787-9 in the 100th anniversary livery. This one I got it as a Christmas gift, and it is a very special model to me, considering that this was the aircraft that did the direct Qantas research flight from London to Sydney. It's very pretty. I really like the paint application to it with the flying kangaroo on the front and the name Long Reach after many of their 747s. And as you can see, Qantas time capsule towards 2120, and all the Qantas emblems throughout the century. It's a very beautiful model. It's my only 787 from the collection so far, but if I can, I'll probably get one from NG Models or from JC Wings. But personally, this is definitely a beautiful model. And here is actually my very first this is the first A320 that I got in my collection, the Interjet A320, with the EcoJet colors on the engine and the green outline. This model, I got it with the Sun Country. Actually, I got this one with the Sun Country from the airplane shop. And it's a very pretty model. I really like it. Even though like the engine was a little flimsy, but I like it. And over here is also a recently long gone WOW Air Airbus A321neo. And I really like this because, I mean, WOW Air, for me, I considered WOW Air as the Southwest from Iceland. Because, I mean, when it came to their marketing, they always decided to be comedic. Like, on the A321s, they would have on the wings, enjoying the view, or right here on the engines, it's like Golden Iceland. And they would have really funny registrations like TF Sky, TF Boy, or TF Mom or Dad. I really like them. But as you now know, WOW Air is allegedly coming back with the name Play, which is going to be odd, but I still consider this model to be one of my favorites. Over here, another recently retired Virgin Atlantic Airbus A340-600. This one I got as a birthday gift. I really been looking forward to having one of these because they're very rare and they're very, very beautiful planes. I mean, the A340-600 has always been my favorite out of all the A340s, especially in the Virgin Atlantic livery with the red velvet on the tail. It's very pretty. I really like it. And over here is my only A330, the Iberia A33300 in the old colors. I sure hope that Gemini Jets comes out with a new one, or if not, then I'll just get it from someone else. But it's a very, very pretty model. I really like it, and it really takes me back to my younger days, plane spotting at MIA, seeing these. And when I was in Madrid back in 2012, I saw like 15 of these. There's so many. Over here, another two very special models to me, the Air Force One lineup. Here's the currently operating Air Force One VC25, the modified version of the Boeing 747-200. This one was purchased by President Ronald Reagan. I got this some 4 years ago, and it's in really mint condition. I really like it. It's a very pretty model. Over here, this model may be a bit of a ghost model because right now President Trump has released a different livery for this one, which will come out later until like 2026. The Air Force One 747-8 Intercontinental. But I still really like the blue and white and the teal on the engines. It's classic. I really like it. But I also like the new livery, but this one will definitely stay in my collection because I mean it's a very pretty model and I appreciate the blue livery for its history behind it. And over here are the last two. Yes, you may think, why does this one stand out? Because, well, guess what? This is the only 1-200 that I have on my airport right now. This is the Qatar Airlines Gemini 200 Iberia E190. Actually, I don't really collect 1-200s, 1-200 diecast models that much. But I just decided when Gemini just released this, I decided, hey, why not go for it? Because I flew this in March of 2019 from Panama City to Managua, and it's a pretty fun experience because Embraers, they're quite unique. And I also got this because, I mean, like, why not? It's from Central America, and not many people really see Central American aviation so significant. But I thought, why not? It's a very pretty airplane otherwise. And over here, last but definitely not least, the Aero Classics Taka A320. This one, it has quite the history. I've actually been tracking one of these Aero Classics Taka A320s for years. Like, seriously, I've tracked this down for at least 6 years, and I finally got it in January for my birthday. And it's a very pretty model. And as you can see here, by the registration and by the flag, this aircraft actually operated out of San Jose, Costa Rica. And I'm pretty sure at least once I've seen this in Managua or in San Salvador or in Miami. I've seen this. But overall, it's a very pretty model. I mean, many people say that Aero Classics aren't the best, but I definitely think that the A320 lineup of Aero Classics definitely competes to Gemini jets. With the engine details are really nice. The landing gear, they don't look the best when it comes to in the pictures. They don't look really good, but when you get it physically, they're very nice. So that's it for the whole collection. I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely, you'll see more models up and coming. And later on, maybe later on during this whole situation with the pandemic, I'll definitely do a review of the airport. And I also have, and also speaking of 1-200 models, I do have a stand set of airplanes on a shelf, which I'll be featuring in another video. You'll see those in new videos, and I'll also be uploading a lot of other edited content, like plane spotting montages, or I'm even starting to plan a new channel trailer, and also a series trailer for my Come Fly With Me series. Another one for my plane spotting from my international airport series. And yeah, right now I'm not really focused on trying to go out and like go to the airport and do some plane spotting. Right now it's not really worth to do that. For me, my advice to all my viewers is just stay home until further notice. For now, just try and enjoy your hobby from the comfort and safety of your home, as I'm doing right now with my collection. And so yeah, definitely if I get another model right now, I'll probably get it online. I won't be going to the airplane shop. If I can, I'll definitely do a review of the airplane shop location in Miami, which not many people would do reviews of them. They normally do it in Las Vegas, like Sam Chewy just did right now with the president of Gemini Jets, Mr. Elliot Epstein. So yeah, you'll be seeing more content from me right now, but not too many that'll be outside of the house. So yeah, that was my collection. You'll see more videos with these guys during this whole situation. So thank you. Stay safe, slow the spread. This is Diego signing out.